Hello, and thanks for joining me on the Farmer channel. My name is Zenyonam. Wherever it is you're watching us from, remember to subscribe and share the link of all the videos you're watching. So today I'm bringing you an update from the project we are doing at Sege. I am talking about the 45 acres of sweet potato project we are doing at Sege, the orange flesh variety. And it's been some 8 weeks already. And so after planting, a few weeks after we came to do the selective weed control, we've done the first fertilizer. And then the stage we are now is what we call hand picking of weeds, because at this level, the potato is maturing. You know, potato is between 85 to 120 days and is ready for harvest. And so at this stage, it is maturing, and so using machines like machete, let's say cutlass and hoes, to actually control weeds is not appropriate. As a result, it would spoil the bed, or maybe some of the potato might come out when you're trying to use the cutlass or the hoe to actually remove the weeds. So this is the stage we call the hand picking of weeds, and my farm manager and his colleagues are actually doing their bit gradually. They started from up here. They are somewhere in the middle of it. I think it will take a bit of some days for them to finish. So I am here from a certain location still in the Volta region, and I am passing through just to see if indeed the work they claim they are doing is exactly what is happening, because the next thing we'll be doing here would be the second line, or the second stage of fertilizer. And before that can be done, it is very important that all these weeds are actually removed from the plant. You know, at this level, the weeds are growing so fast. So even if they uproot them, they still come back because there is nutrients in the soil. So they are busily competing with the potato. But then it is not good. Your agronomist will say it's not good for you to leave your weeds among the crops, because they'll be competing with the nutrients that the plant needs to have. They will not also, the plant will not have enough sunlight if you're leaving all these weeds here. So it's very important that you actually remove them every now and then you can have control and do what you're supposed to do. So I always encourage that if you have invested into farm or into any farming activity, you should make sure that the report you are receiving from your workers is exactly what is on grounds. As I have arrived here, I saw a few things that I'm not so pleased about, and I had to lodge my complaint immediately. I hope that by the time we come back in the same week, I mean in a week, we come like 2 times to come and check what is happening. So by the time we come back, those petty things that I'm not so happy about, it will be corrected. So we're hoping that somewhere next month, October, let's say last week in October, or by first week in November, we should start harvesting. It's going to be a busy day that day on the farm. Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to manage, but we will pull through all the same, especially when we don't have, huge machines to help in harvesting, and you have to do it manually. We have some small harvester that you actually attach to a tractor that, break the whole bed. And then at the end of the day, you pick all the potato. I'll show you an image of that, which is happening from where we are coming from. I mean, our partner, Marflex, is harvesting because they are senior, so they are way ahead of us. So you can see that the potato, the flowers are all up. These things are spreading their wings, and it is doing very well. The last time we actually was on the farm working, we saw some small ones that were out. So this should tell you that they are actually doing well. So we're just praying and trusting God for good weather. The rainfall pattern should be consistent so that the yield will be just as we are expecting to get, as predicted. Paperwork, and do not so much rely on paperwork, because anything can happen. But what we are supposed to do, I mean, staying by plan, putting the weed control chemicals, making sure that the fertilizer is gone, making sure that farm workers are uprooting weeds and everything. We are actually adhering. I mean, we are adhering to the rules. So we are praying and hoping that at least we'll be able to get the result that we are expecting. So farming is very expensive. Those who are, hand picking the weeds, for these 30 acres here, the 15 acres is on the other side. You should know how much they are charging. They are charging per acre. And so if you are doing a budget for, let's say, someone you're going to do a farm project with, make sure you add miscellaneous so that certain expenses that you do not foresee when they come, you'll be able to cater for them. So we have to pay. We need to raise the money and pay those who are doing the hand picking of the weeds. Even they are telling me that, we only pick the one on the bed, though. We are not picking the one in between the bed. So it means that they might end up asking for more. You know, in Africa, one of our biggest challenge has to do with labor. Labor is one of the biggest challenges. As a result, the limited number of laborers we have, they are taking advantage and manipulating the system. Just like the way market women go to the farm and go and, dictate the pricing to farmers and tell them it's in season, so this is how much we are selling or we are buying it. That's how laborers are actually, having their way with farmers. And so, well, do we have a choice until we are able to afford mechanized way of doing things and limiting humans involvement or activities will be, spending. So today is a farm visit and we are all the way in Sege. The project is 45-acre orange flex sweet potato. And like I said, we've done some 8 weeks already. And at this stage is what we call the hand picking of weeds. So when you come, you would have to look carefully in between the plants, okay? And then you'll be able to identify the sweet potato vines and the normal weeds that are in between. So what you do is that you take your time and pick these weeds one after the other. It's just a farm update of what is happening or the stage we are now. I'm sure that those of you who have been following from the day one, where we got the land preparation, the planting day, the first weedicide or selective control day, the fertilizer application day. So the stage we are now, like I was saying, is the time where there are weeds that are competing with the plant itself. And it's not good because the plant needs space so that the vines can creep well on the ground, as well as the sunlight. Nothing should be a hindrance to the growth of the plant. So at this stage, what you do is that you employ laborers who would walk in between the farm and uproot all the things you see me holding are all weeds. They are not supposed to be competing with the plant. So I drove by to actually see if indeed what the laborers said they are doing, they're actually doing it. Well, it's ongoing, but we hope that it goes faster and it can be done better. So we are also praying for a few rainfalls. We'll do the second fertilizer, and of course we'll do another round of weed control. And then the next thing you'll be seeing us do is to come and harvest. So it's going pretty well, but I'm saying it's a warning. It's a tip for you, a farmer who is investing, that as you are doing this with, let's say, another person and you're doing your budgeting, make sure that you add a few miscellaneous here and there. And that's what Marflex Trust did for us. Can't get to see Marflex Trust. When they were working on our budgets, they did a few, miscellaneous contingency here and there, so that, let's say, for instance, the structure we did some time ago, it was from that miscellaneous that we added. And of course, workers who are uprooting weeds as we speak now, he's part of my worker, but this one, he tells you it's not part of my work. So it means that you have to pay him extra before he does this. So thing is, if you're putting a budget together for a partner or somebody you're going to do this with, and you don't add extra cost to it, or you don't add a few miscellaneous here and there, at the end of the day, when such, things come up and needs to be taken care of, you will be struggling. You don't know how you're going to explain it, because the thing is, you've already given me a budget. Hey, Jesus, the bed is so big. So you see all these weeds, they have to go. All these weeds have to go because they are not good. It's not supposed to be here. All these weeds need to go. They don't have to be here. All this you see, they are all weeds that needs to go. And so if you don't do the extra miscellaneous and small costs, you don't make provisions for it. At the end of the day, when you go and tell your partner that, listen, the money you need to add more, for me, I will not understand. I won't understand because I might not have extra money to pay you. So this is it. This is what we call hand picking of weeds. If you're going to put potato doesn't demand too much work, but you need to give it attention and you've got to do what you're supposed to do. So hey, in some few weeks to come, what you see is that we are harvesting. Yes, the weather is becoming unpredictable. You know the climate issues that is happening. The weather is becoming unpredictable, but what can we do? We are trusting God. It rained some few days ago, very heavy, so the ground is soft as we speak now. So it's this is a good time for you to do hand picking of weeds. If you have a potato farm, you got to do what you got to do so that at the end of the day, your farm will look very clean and very healthy. So hey, please subscribe to my videos. Yes, share the links. Watch them. Take your time and watch them. Watch them, share the link to a friend who is interested in farming in Ghana, in Africa. If it's Ghana, the go-to brand is the Ghanaian farmer. Our company is called Count on Crops Hub. We are we have a website, our services and charges are all there. You can go there and see what we do and how best we can help you. Listen, if you have money, farming is very expensive. From land leasing to labors to inputs to farm management, it's a lot of money. So I always advise that if you have to do it right. Do it right means that get advice, get somebody to do consultancy for you so that you start it on the right note. So if you can look far behind, the dam is still there. But this season, we are not making use of the dam because we've not bought our irrigation pipes yet. But we are hoping to get them very soon so that the next cycle of production, we can use the irrigation and not be at the mercy of the weather. Look, a few days ago, I was here and it was not raining. Come and see my face. I almost cried. But thanks to God that the rains are in. I'm even told that the rains might come more, but we are praying to God. God, have mercy for us, so that the rains will be moderate, so that we can have our produce and harvest it. So I'll wrap it up here. It's very important that as a farm owner who has invested, you have no idea how much we spend on this project. And so you need to be very, very vigilant. You need to pay attention. You need to be very consistent, regular. If I'm not here, I send my administrator to come. Today is Monday, I'm here. Maybe by Saturday, I'll come back to come and see because the weeds they are putting, they are almost down there, getting closer to the dam side. You have to come. Workers, when they say, oh, madam, we are doing it, come and see if it's true they are doing it. So thank you so much for sticking with me from day one of this project. And we're going well. A lot of people are calling, asking, and you know, when is the next one starting? We want to join. Please take it easy. Yeah? Take it easy for me. Let's harvest this. Let's look at how many we got, the sales that we will make, and then we'll be able to do a very good budget for the next one so that everybody would be happy. I'm grateful for your time. Thank you so much for sticking with me. But watch out for more videos on our channel. Please don't watch and go. Watch and subscribe. Watch and share. That's how you can support me. I love you all. Thank you so much.